Support for WUWM podcast comes from Hop Harvest and Vine and Good Harvest Market in Pewaukee, part of One Destination, combining farm-to-table dining, local craft beers, and organic groceries under one roof. More at goodharvestmarket.com.
Lake Effect brings you conversations about what's happening in Milwaukee and the people, places, and organizations that shape the community. This is Lake Effect Spotlight from WUWM, Milwaukee's NPR.
This year, UW-Milwaukee's Atmospheric Science degree program has come to an end. That program prepared students for careers in weather and climate forecasting and research. UWM says the program ended this year due to low enrollment and faculty retirements. Its closure comes on the heels of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration facing federal cuts to its research and its staff. As Lake Effect's Xcaret Nuñez explains, that means UWM atmospheric science students are facing the loss of their degree program and an uncertain job market.
The first blow to UWM's atmospheric science program happened in 2023 when the university shut down its Innovative Weather Center due to funding. Innovative Weather gave students real-world forecasting experience. The next year, in spring 2024, UWM atmospheric science faculty warned students that the degree program itself was at risk of closure. UWM Junior and Atmospheric Science Club president Cade Barkis remembers hearing that news.
I think my initial thought was just shock in that moment of being told, hey, the program is getting cut. And from there, it was just, okay, now what am I supposed to do?
Paul Rober is a distinguished professor of atmospheric sciences, which is part of UWM's School of Freshwater Sciences. He says that as faculty in the program have retired or left, UWM has not hired enough new professors to provide the same level of instruction and research. Because of that, Rober says the faculty voted in 2024 to suspend admissions to the bachelor's degree program. Later, in 2025, they voted to end both the undergraduate and graduate degree programs.
Ultimately, the way the UW system works is the faculty have to vote on the ending of a program. We really didn't have any choice. There was no other option, as long as the university was not willing to hire new people to replace anybody who was leaving.
Rober says the atmospheric science program's small class sizes attracted students, but the low enrollment ultimately worked against them.
We've always really punched above our weight, but of course the university is looking at a metric of how many graduates you produce per 5-year period, and because we're just at the edge of that, they feel like it's not financially viable to keep us going. So that was their decision.
In recent years, UWM has struggled financially due to stagnant state funding and enrollment challenges. According to the university, the atmospheric science program had small graduating classes of about 4 undergraduate students and 3 graduate students each year. A UWM spokesperson said, quote, "The cost to maintain a small program was not sustainable in the longer term, and the difficult decision was made to allocate resources to higher demand programs," unquote. The university did not respond for comment on how much the institution would be saving by ending the atmospheric science program. Student Cade Barkis says UWM told students already enrolled in the atmospheric science program that they would receive personalized advising to help them stay on track for graduation.
We were originally told that this year everything would be fine. That immediately fell through back in October. We were told that electives would be taught out, that there was a teach-out plan for everyone, and come to find out they're not offering electives in the spring.
2 faculty members, including Rober, will be retiring, which leaves the program with limited capacity to teach the classes remaining students need. Barkis says a number of their younger classmates are transferring from UWM to atmospheric science programs at other schools, like Northern Illinois University, UW-Madison, and St. Cloud State in Minnesota. And it's not just the closure of UWM's program on their mind. Barkis is also worried about their job prospects after graduation. They recently decided to become a double major in atmospheric science and journalism, advertising, and media studies to give them more career options.
With everything that's been happening in the federal news and just a ton of layoffs, a ton of uncertainty, I decided in February that it would be time to jump the gun and get that double degree.
As part of the Trump administration's efforts to cut the federal workforce, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration fired about 800 employees in late February, and it's bracing for more cuts under Trump's 2026 budget proposal. NOAA is a leading center of climate research and provides weather forecasts across the country. Dylan Blunt is graduating with a PhD in atmospheric science at UWM and will soon be an assistant professor at Ohio University. He says these massive cuts to NOAA will trickle down to other climate and weather-related fields.
Along with the anger that comes with these cuts, it also comes with knowing that my future will be impacted. I'm not going into federal service. I am starting as an assistant professor, but I do need to work on research, and those come from grants from the government, like the National Science Foundation or NOAA.
Barkis says dealing with both the changes at UWM and the news about federal cuts has been exhausting.
I'm so tired of waking up every day wondering what classes are being offered. Why is there no communication? And then I turn to the news and they're like, hey, your entire livelihood, your entire passion, probably going to be gone by the time you graduate. Which again takes me back to why I decided to start that journalism degree.
They say despite all the uncertainty, they're choosing to finish their atmospheric science degree at UWM.
I think what I've enjoyed most about the program is the relationships I've made with my fellow classmates and the faculty especially. I don't feel like I'd get that type of connection anywhere else. I'm sticking it out because I've always been the type of person to advocate for myself and other people. And I also just love UWM and Milwaukee in general. Trying to up and move my whole life for 1 year, especially now that I'm double majoring, it's not something I want to do.
Barkis hopes one day they can put the training they received as one of UWM's last atmospheric science grads to work.
That was Lake Effect's Xcaret Nuñez speaking with students and faculty from UWM's Atmospheric Science program. WUWM is a service of UW-Milwaukee.
You can find more interviews like this one by visiting wuwm.com/Lake Effect. And while you're there, subscribe to the Lake Effect Spotlight podcast.
How does AI even work? Where does creativity come from? What's the secret to living longer? TED Radio Hour explores the biggest questions with some of the world's greatest thinkers. They will surprise, challenge, and even change you. Listen to NPR's TED Radio Hour wherever you get your podcasts.